I'm here in Nowshera. Nowshera and Shadara are probably the two main cities which have been badly affected by the floods. I'm told that almost 90% of Nowshera was underwater, and I believe it because within last 2 hours in this site, which is actually a government's College of Technology, but the college is closed now, and this site is used is to accommodate the internally displaced people. And these people have actually arrived here in the last 2 hours. Almost 1,000 people have been registered, and they have absolutely nothing, no belongings, just only the clothes which they are actually wearing. And you can see some of the young kids, especially vulnerable ones. That's how they have ended up here. And they are telling me that they had to walk because there was no public transport from the other end of the city, and the road structures destroyed. Some were injured. The local hospitals can't cope, and electricity is down. No communication system exists now. This young boy, Sultan, he's lost his family. He says when the flash floods came, they all started running, and he's lost his family. And while we have been talking to him, we've been surrounded by a lot of people who are actually giving us their ID cards. They think this is the registration table, and this is how helpless, how desperate people are to register so they can qualify for a food package at the end of the day. Every person here has got a personal story to tell, and they all want to speak to me. They're all showing their ID cards. They think I'm here to register them. And some of these people, especially the female and elderly and young kids, they're telling me that they were actually, when the water came, they rushed on top of their houses, and they were hoping for air rescue. Hopefully they'll be airlifted, but that didn't happen. And they waited and they waited, and even they had to spend a night on top of their roof. That's the lucky ones. And there are many whose whole houses were washed away, and that's where they have lost some of their loved ones, and they're looking out. I've seen some people who are coming into this camp just to see if they can find their loved ones here. And it's quite a desperate situation here. Most of these people were labourers, or they had some small businesses, and some of the elders were telling me that in front of their eyes their life savings were destroyed or vanished away in water. Some had stalls selling fruit, or they were selling clothes, and right in front of their eyes everything was destroyed because they fled to save their lives and their children. And some, as I mentioned earlier on, ended up spending 24 to 48 hours on top of their roof, waiting for an airlift. So there are a lot of challenges these people are facing, and they are very patient. They are not showing any sign of desperation, but I think we, living in the West, we have to respond urgently, because today is sunshine, today is a warm day out of the last 6 days, but then tomorrow and day after, we've been told by the weatherman that the rain's going to return, and it's going to be quite a severe rain showers. So it's race against time, and my appeal to yourselves is please dig deep. A food package, this is what we take it for granted, and this is what our basic needs are: food, water, medical supplies, shelter. A food package, I'm sure we can donate at least one per family, or you can donate for a tent. some of the families on my right here, they do have tents, but the rest, I'm not sure where they're going to sleep tonight. This is what our appeal is to yourselves. Please don't wait. They urgently need food and water. Dial 0800 520 0000 or go on to Islamic Relief's website and donate online. Even if it's £5, £10, £20, provide shelter for these people they desperately need. This is a test on us. No, please don't just watch the images. Act before it's too late.